not going to benefit at all.
Matt Ryan, the long this Atlanta offense.
You talk about him being a gritty guy. 2 interceptions, 1 touchdown pass. That's not.
Is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down.
And there's a run there by Todd Gurley, and we all know he's looking to do just that. They'll use him really well running it as well as catching it out of the backfield.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Now Ryan. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. He's picked off at his own 46, and they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 40. Position. They are led out by an 8-time Pro Bowler in his 16th season out of Cal. It's Aaron Rodgers.
I love just about everything about him. Love his game, love his makeup, love his moxie. One of my favorite words.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Rodgers sacked. Tackled.
We talked about prior to the game, and it played out right there on the first play, didn't it? This offensive line is going to have its hands full all night long.
Now, you often speak of scripts to start a game. Does this mean that play number 2, they're going to go off the script a little bit?
Yeah, what's interesting is that most people, when they script now, they actually script those contingencies in. Okay?
4 yards on the completed, sets up a 3rd down. Shotgun now for Rod. 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. 1 interception. It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmakers and give them the football.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. From the shotgun, Ryan. And his throw here's incomplete. Joshua Jackson there to knock that one away.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent. And that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
And he's got a man, Calvin Ridley. And he is going to have a Falcons 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Well, that's one way to convert on 3rd down, picking up 26 yards. And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth. When the ball's arriving and there's a defender there, he just comes down with the ball. He competes and takes it away. Great hands, great ability to finish the catch.
Now the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Alexander on the
next receivers help spread the defense out, and they were able to come through with a slashing run.
But to that point, it's going to be interesting to see the personnel chess match as this one progresses.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Can they continue to create running lanes out of passing sets? And if so, it's going to be a long day for the defense.
Play action. It's Ryan. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd.
It's 3rd down. And 2 yards to go.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. From the gun, it's Ryan. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
The score remains tied.
So an empty possession there. What do you think went wrong, Charles?
Well, it looked like maybe the plant leg might have given way just a little. And when that happens, guys have a tendency to pull through the ball to compensate. And in doing so, sent this one off target.
A good start to the drive. Here's that's caught out on the left side. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run. From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 43.
Oh, that was a nice job there. Quarterback and receiver reading the pressure that was brought. They both knew it was going to open up the middle of the field. Nice little shake and bake at the line of scrimmage, get right into his route. And the quarterback hit him in stride, and he was able to run free after the catch.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the 37-yard line.
On 2nd down, it's Jones. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Now Rodgers. He sets up the screen to Jones. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. A short gain there of just 4, and that'll bring up a 4th down. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high percentage play because you get the completion. What you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the 1st down. In this case, it didn't happen.
They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on 4th. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. At first glance, I actually wasn't sure that he got it, but he ended up getting it by about a full yard.
He certainly did, but it took a little effort, didn't it? Took some nice push, a little crease inside, and some determined running to make sure that he got the 1st down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up
the 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. Credit that sack to Dante Fowler Jr.
Dante Fowler Jr.'s career has had some real twists and turns since being a 1st-round pick with the Jacksonville Jaguars. Remember, he hurt his knee and didn't even get to play his rookie season, and has finally found his way in the league. Last year in Los Angeles with the Rams, had a career-high 11.5 sacks. That's why Atlanta got him in the goal. Good catch by Marquez Valdez-Scantling, and that's something that his teammates needed to see and something he needed for himself. They call him MVS, and they want him to become an MVP type of a receiver. Speed to burn. He can stretch the field. They just need to be as dependable catching the ball as we saw there throughout the season.
It'll be a gain of 5 there as they move closer. It's 2nd and goal. So that run gets them about halfway home.
Yeah, it's now 2nd and goal. The end zone beckons. It looms. They can do whatever they want. Full playbook. Run it again, or they can go play action and try and put it in that way.
They'll try and run it in with Jones. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
This defense is really flown around in the 1st half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense going to have to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
The Packers on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and goal. From the gun, it's Rodgers. Got a man open, it's Adams. Touchdown, Green Bay. Davante Adams. His first touchdown on the year, as his guys are on the board first here tonight.
Crosby for the extra point.
A lot of people might call this backyard football. Sometimes just understanding who you've got out wide and who you're going to throw it to. Give him an opportunity to go up and make a play, even when contested. Looks like that one worked out pretty well. The trust factor, in effect.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
Now we'll again see Calvin Ridley in the Falcon offense. There's a lot of talk in training camp about him getting off to a hot start this year, saying that they needed that. Well, he's done it through the first month.
It kind of reminds me of one of those great musical groups where one person has their name out front, then they have the backups, right? He's the guy out front because the backups, they're doing what they're supposed to be doing, but we're going to the headliner each and every time. And that's not easily done because you know all the defenses are kicking towards him right now. That means he's fighting his way through traffic, finding ways to get open, even when he's not supposed to be.
They lose the yardage, and of course they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. A throw left side to start out. That's complete. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds.
I know I'm one of those that overuses certain terms, and this one, explosive, is what we use for a lot of receivers, but that's Calvin Ridley. Nice catch there, and not only is he explosive, he's been very productive. Since being drafted in 2018, one of the top touchdown rates in the league as a wide receiver.
First time that they've called his number tonight, and it gets him a first down. From the gun, a run for Hill. And some room to maneuver. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 14 yards there and a Falcon first down.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get him. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the first down on that run. Don't just ask for him. Show him that you're supposed to get the football.
On first down, Ryan. They set up the screen to Hill. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. An explosive 38-yard pickup for an offense that has not found the end zone yet. That's a big play.
There's the spark right there. The big play that they needed. Now they've got to go ahead and finish this drive and put this ball in the end zone.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's Gurley now out of the gun. And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
They missed a field goal on their last drive. Here they need something to even get into field goal range on 3rd down. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off down at the 10. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points no matter what. At worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
The tackle made there by Tack McKinley. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Working from the gun, Rodgers. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. 16 yards, a first down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
A gain of 6 there on first.
Pick up of 6. Brings up 2nd and
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Shotgun now for Rodgers. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's right. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
47-yard line.
Rodgers now on first down. Throw left side complete. That's right. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. 2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now, we'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. Rodgers on target to Valdez-Scantling. Touchdown, Packers! Marquez Valdez-Scantling, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Packers add on to their lead. Extra point try now for Crosby.
As a former defender, I would be angry as well. Could not get off the field. Well-executed offensive drive. No matter what the defense tried, they couldn't stop them.
A drive that time of 6 plays. And the result, a Green Bay score. How does the kick? They run up and send this one away.
At their own 25-yard line.
Atlanta now coming out on the field. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle third. He couldn't catch it. Now 3rd down.
It's easy to see when we review this that the ball needs to come out quicker, because if you don't throw it right on the break, you bring a crowd of people into the equation.
And that's why he got knocked away there. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains. Line of scrimmage, the 37, 1st and 10. Throwing again, Ryan. And he's going to have the hook up to Gage.
Hard to put together some drives.
Bryant's pass taken in by Ridley. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. It's a pickup of 12. Second play in a row with a 12-yard gain.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up 2nd and 10. Throwing again, Ryan. Going right back to Jones. This time the connection made. And this is going to result in another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Packers 19. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. His throw caught right around the 6. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. 13 yards as they've got the connection working. His 2nd catch in a row, 1st down. Here's Ryan going to fire this out wide. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. The Falcons going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the 1st half.
6-yard line.
They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. Again, Ryan. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Hayden Hurst as the 1st half is winding down. And the Falcons have cut it to within a score. The way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something before half. They've at least got something on the board now. Still trailing, but a good sign.
We talked with that one coach who said his emphasis this year was scoring in the last 2 minutes of a half, heading into the locker room. This hits it right there. Take that momentum, take that good feeling, and take it to the locker room, regroup, and start over. They got it here.
They did indeed. A lot of football, full half to be played.
For Atlanta.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. So we have reached halftime here in what's an 8-point game. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to our EA Sports Halftime Report. Let's get you caught up on what's going on around the NFL. We'll begin up at Bank of America Stadium in Uptown Charlotte, where you see the final score there. 21-17, the final score. From there, let's head off and check out a second game. And they were winners in that one over the visiting New York Giants. 31-28, the final score. Finally, we finish at MetLife Stadium to see what's going on with Jets. And they were winners in that one as they take care of the visiting Denver Broncos. Sam Darnold, sharp in the victory, as his guys bounce back from a tough start to the year to claim victory number 1. In our game has been Aaron Rodgers, who was on target in the first half. His guys have the lead, as we'll hand it back over to our commentators, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A one-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half.
Younghoe Koo to kick off for Atlanta.
So it's the Packers set to receive the kick. They've got the lead as well as we are underway in the third quarter. Taken about 7 yards deep. And no fireworks to start the half. This will be a touchback. So here are the Packers now to take over. They fell in their ball game last week. That was a loss to the Saints, but they're on top here as they begin this drive. Aaron Rodgers, the 8-time Pro Bowler with an 8-point second half lead and looking to add to it. The second half starts with a carry by Jones. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
So many times someone's success is the product of a lot of things coming together really well. And for Aaron Jones in 2019, it all came together for him. He stayed healthy, was on the field for all 16 games, got handed the ball 100 more times last year, and as an end result, broke 1,000 yards in a season rushing for the first time in his career.
That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run.
That was awfully nice. Hit him in stride, and off he went. It was almost like the ball hitting him was like him receiving a baton, and he was running the anchor leg in a relay race.
Now a throw for the left sideline, and he's got it. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the Falcons' 27-yard line.
Operating from the gun, Rodgers. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. 5 catches for him in that first half, and that's number 6 that we just saw, and also a first down. From the shotgun, a give to Jones. And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15, a gain of 3.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. Only the Titans converted more red zone opportunities into touchdowns than the Packers last year, and they've got an opportunity here, 1st and goal. Now Jones. And he'll be stopped about a yard shy of the goal line after a pickup of about 3.
Short of the goal line.
Defensively, they must have been expecting a pass. They were in the dime look out there.
I think maybe they were deciding to go with speed on the field rather than bulk. I'm with you, a little bit surprised.
And he'll take this one in for a Packer touchdown. Aaron Jones, his second touchdown on the season. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further.
Mason Crosby.
Circle that drive because that might be one to remember. Well executed to give him a little cushion.
Well, let's take it into the boxing ring. You talk about them commanding it, keeping the fight where they wanted to, whether it's in the center of the ring or putting them on the ropes because it was jab, jab, jab. And finally, the haymaker to put that drive away.
Taking it about the 1. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
Here comes the Falcons offense. It's their first possession of the second half now. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. And incomplete on the deep ball. Hayden Hurst, former first-round pick, the intended target. That'll bring up second down.
Second and 10.
To throw again. Ryan looking for his running back, and he's got him. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. The linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
It's caught. Jones. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Well, that's one way to convert on 3rd down, picking up 26 yards.
Of course, the catch was nice, but how about what happened after? Able to stay on his feet and gain all that additional yardage. So many of these slot guys, I think, have running back in their background.
And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. There's a Darius Smith there getting in and bringing him to the ground.
It's interesting, partner, that most defenses try and guard the 35-yard line actively because they think the way kickers are nowadays, about a 52-yard field goal, they're kind of giving up points. But you get even deeper into territory, you get into the red zone, they're going to guard it even more, which means more pressure, more blitzing.
Joshua Jackson there to knock that one away.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They go play action now. Ryan. And he's got it. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Julio Jones. His first touchdown on the year. And the Falcons get a bit closer. And there they got him the ball. Just get it to him, let him do the rest.
You know, he probably said that to his quarterback as he broke the huddle. I like the play call. Just get it to me. I'll take care of the rest of it.
Helping out his rack, right? RAC?
Run after catch, and he loves that, and he's going to carry that in at contract time.
Koo able to connect on the extra point, and that'll cut the lead to 21-17.
Kickoff for Atlanta.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. Here's Aaron Jones in the offense trotting back out. And after a sluggish start, he's really bounced back. The numbers bear that out.
And you're a baseball guy, partner. How many at-bats over the course of a baseball season?
Oh, boy, four in a game.
Yeah, back to four in a game.
4 times 162.
350 or so, right? Sometimes it takes a while for a guy to get going. That's my point. It's not the first few carries. You don't worry about that. As they go along, get that guy lathered up, get those blocking assignments down. Those 2-yard gains turn into bigger gains as the game moves along.
Third quarter on a Monday night with a 2nd and 10 coming up. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Forcing completion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
Here's Rodgers to throw on third down. Throwing into traffic there, and that's complete. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver, where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a first down. That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And they will start this drive with just terrible field position, backed up inside their own 5.
But we have seen teams be bold here and take shots, right? Sometimes you go max protection, make it a one-receiver route, and take your shot downfield and see what happens. And occasionally, we've seen success occur.
Yet again, Ryan is intercepted. Picked off by Jair Alexander. And into the end zone. It's a pick 6 and a Packer touchdown.
Mason Crosby for the extra.
That was a nice catch, and not by the guy you thought it was going to be. How about the defender turning into an offensive player as soon as the ball hits his hands, and off he goes, off to the races, and into the end zone.
Crosby with the extra point, and the lead is up to 15 now. This will be fielded inside the 5. And able to get this out to the 25.
1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. Ryan and the Falcons now come up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Back to the air. Ryan after the pick 6. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. 7 yards, the pickup there. Able to get 7 on that first step pass play. 2nd and 3.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air, and sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. And able to push forward for right around 3 yards down to the 42. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. And Jones has it over the middle. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 18. A very quick pass to Ridley. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. So not quite a 1st and goal just yet as they come up now 2nd and inches. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Off the 5-yard line.
Out of the gun, it's Ryan. Eluding the pressure right. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
A line of scrimmage, once again the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal. And that is caught. Touchdown, Falcons. Russell Gage, his second touchdown on the season. And the Falcons cut into that lead. And down near the goal line here, they're able to throw it in.
And the key word, quick. Quick hitter. Out of his hands fast, into the receiver's hands even faster.
Here we go now as we get set for a big two-point conversion. From the shotgun, Ryan. And they're going to get the two. It's caught.
Successful.
So they get the conversion, and now we're back to a one-score game. And that almost makes it a brand-new ball game. Now it's a one-score affair after they get the two.
And you have to know they were holding their breath on the two-point play because they had to have it to get it within the range that you just talked about. Dialed up their two-point play. It worked. Now they're feeling like they've got a shot at this one.
And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Green Bay offense ready to take over. And now after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this fourth quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. They will get 4 yards here on the first down run, and that'll make it 2nd and 6. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
That's a jet sweep. This is Adams. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
He's brought down.
Defensively, they had that one pretty well figured out.
Yeah, and one of the things about this play, it can be even more effective when you run a lot of motion, and there's plenty of times you don't hand it off.
Rodgers going to try and throw on 3rd down. He's got his man, Valdez-Scantling. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. He was looking for Jarius Wright that time, but it'll be 2nd down.
It's 2nd down and 10.
Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
Gets this to his running back, Aaron Jones. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. I hate to surrender the football when you're nursing a slim lead, but they're going to have to punt it away. Trust that defense.
It's the right play at this stage of the game as well. You don't need to press it here because you do have that little bit of a cushion, and you count on your D to make it stand up.
Yeah, that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20.
Atlanta prepped and readied for its next possession. And it feels like the momentum has shifted. They scored, then their defense forces that last punt. And now a chance to tie the game on this possession. They'll try and start the drive with Gurley. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. From the gun, it's Ryan. That's caught over the middle by Hurst. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off at the 33. And into the end zone. It's a pick 6 and a Packer touchdown. A little bit of a backbreaker right there. You're down close, 1-score game, trying to push the ball down the field and score, and you throw a pick 6.
And sometimes you take a little bit of a gamble when you're making your throws, right? Sometimes you press it a little bit more than maybe you wanted to because you want that score so badly. In this case, it cost them.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Atlanta now coming out on the field. We'll see if they can band back together after the pick six. It hurt badly, but still within striking distance. A two-score game with a good chunk of time on the clock. Now a throw right side taken in here to start this drive. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46. Jonathan Bullard. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. And he is going to have a Falcons first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. From the gun, Ryan. And he will find Ridley. That's complete.
Ryan's pass.
3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. Time a factor as Ryan will hustle him to the line.
2nd and 7.
To throw again on 2nd down. Ryan. And he gets this one to Ridley, complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. Clock management, definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Brings up 2nd and 1 at the 8.
Forced out to his left. He's going to take off with it. And the Falcons are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1. 8 yards that time, able to take off, and the result is a first down. Operating from the gun, Ryan. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. Ryan. And left side here, it's Graham. And he's into the end zone. No flags. It's a touchdown. And now a 2-point conversion. And we'll be tied here in the final minute.
Do they have one big call left? Here we go. I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed, but if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively, though, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right, and if you have that 1 to 5 play drive, you actually build up momentum and even more hope. When they had to slog their way downfield, they got the touchdown, but it's almost like, yeah, you know,
doesn't feel right.
Exactly.
This is recovered by the Packers, so that might just about do it. Aaron Rodgers, he's getting ready to go again here on offense. So, Charles, there are the numbers. What's happened here? Defensive adjustments that's caused him to sort of fall off a bit?
I think so. That has to happen. You've got to make some changes because in the first half, they were pretty effective. But the second part is sometimes when you're doing really well, you get off your game a little bit. You get off the gas a little. You're like, okay, we've got this thing. And that's not necessarily the case. Maybe right now, someone just needs to tell a joke in the huddle, loosen things up, and get their big guy going again.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. They'll go again to Jones. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards. The Falcons going to use the 2nd of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 35 seconds left to go. On 3rd down, here's Jones. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. Falcons going to use their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game.
Mason Crosby on for the field goal. A 55-yard attempt.
And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt.
Makes the score Packers.
So barring something extraordinary here in the closing stages, that field goal should just about put this one on ice.
Yeah, we've got to find 2 scores. So, we're not going to exactly move it over there yet. It can be done, but boy, it's going to be a little bit of a stretch for them, isn't it?
Yeah, they would have to move incredibly quick and have some luck, too. So Matt Ryan of the offense, down by 10, 27 seconds to go. It's an extremely tall order in front of them, but they've got the ball with a first down. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Jair Alexander, and they are going to take over right there at the 20. Two-yard line.
The Packers take.
So it's all over. A Green Bay victory, and they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half to put this one on ice.
And I know a lot of people watching this one were thinking to themselves, I bet halftime was really interesting. Probably took the paint off the walls with some of the words that were said. But I get the sense it was much more of the adjustments they made. They came in with a game plan that we saw that didn't work in the first half. They made the adjustments necessary, went away from that.
They did not want me to go places. Foil plans like the gold place. And if we pulling up with the whole squad, are you ready? Done told y'all that you better be running. I'm in my go yard. When I walk in, I know y'all telling me nothing. I'm the man. Suck it if y'all in denial. I get the chip on them and I bust out the south side. Is that Vigo the guy? Oh, yo, stop it, quiet. If it's snow, I done got it. See my jewels, shining, white diamonds, Miley Cyrus, private jet, private pilot. Look at me, stylish, masterpiece, body, young. Hey, I don't know no better. I'm on this every day. You cannot run with me, boy. I'm a heavyweight. Baby, I know what's coming. I could barely wait. And when it was on, they wanted me gone, boy. I'm here to stay. Stop calling me little bro. I got mileage on me. Walked in with the whole team and we riding on it. More action and no talk. I went quiet on it. Walked in with the whole team and we riding on it. Hey, couple of bands up in my pocket. I don't want pussy and wild nonsense. We got momentum.